5 o'clock on a Wednesday, and it's time for...
Craig and Ryland's Magic Review Show.
I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
Welcome back to another review show, another 4 tricks that we're going to be looking at this week. And it's an interesting bunch. I don't think there's anything really... Oh no, there is a bad trick. There is a bad trick. We'll get to that. There is a bad trick. I was thinking there's not something... There's quite a bad trick, isn't there? We thought it was going to be good, but it ended up being a bit naff. But we'll get to that. That's not the first thing. The first thing that we are going to be looking at is a new item by one of Ryland's favourite magicians, David Regal. Now, this has been brought out in conjunction with Penguin Magic and P3, and this is pretty cool. Let's have a look at this first up. So first up, we are looking at Decision Point by David Regal and P3 Magic, and this, PM, yes, actually, and this is a ridiculously big box. Like this box, I mean, all of Penguin's packaging is just awesome, and this is no exception, but it's like a really big box. And what this is something that David Regal has been working on for a long while, and it's basically a prediction system. It allows you to accurately predict the decision that the spectator is going to make. I think that's fair enough. Now, it's only a 20-minute, 25-minute tutorial. That's all it needs to be. And on the tutorial, the first part is a performance. There's a couple of live performances over Zoom to various people. And this actually works really well for virtual performances as well as live performances, because if you're doing with a virtual performance, you can tap it with the pen and tell them to say stop anytime they want to, and there's a couple of virtual performances on there. Now, I know some people are thinking, well, you don't get as many virtual shows these days. You don't, but being able to perform something virtually is really good. If you like speaking to a bride and groom and you want to do some magic for them over Zoom, having something like this is great because it's really interactive. But it's just as good live as it is over social media. And yeah, I mean, I'm going to get Ryland to perform it for you first of all, so you can see exactly what it looks like. And then we'll talk about what you actually get with it and why it's so good. Would you mind performing it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look at a performance right now.
Right. I'm going to do a personality test.
A personality test on me?
Yes, look.
Okay.
Look, we have a £10 note, which you might win if I get this wrong.
Oh, there's money on the table. I'm excited about that.
And we have an envelope.
Okay.
And we have a pen.
Okay, lots of really fun, cool stuff.
Yeah, lots of cool
Most
stuff.
important thing is the £10 note that I'm going to win in a bit.
Okay, so we've got all this stuff here.
Okay. Right,
inside this envelope, I have some cards.
Okay.
Put that there.
Okay.
Okay, now I've also got this cool pen.
Shall I move this out of the way for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got this cool pen here.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Now on the cards we have a house. We have an eye, we have a magnifying glass, we have a question mark, we have a door, we have a clock, and we have a lightning bolt. And all of these have like different meanings. Like we've got home, moving house, we've got sight, we've got looking things, you're asking a question, you're confused.
That's true, yeah.
Prediction. You've got like coming home or leaving home. We have like clock, like telling the time, learning the time, stuff like that. And we have like scary, cool, lots of things like that.
Well, Coco would be very scared of a lightning bolt.
Yeah, scared and looks cool.
Yeah, okay.
Like, looks cool. You can catch it in a jar. Might be in a jar.
Okay.
So I've got all this stuff. What I want you to do is I want you to get this pen and just go like that and stop whichever one you want to.
Any one at all?
Yes.
I get a free choice?
Yeah.
You're not going to influence me in any way?
I might.
And how is this a personality test?
It is.
Okay.
So I'm going to figure out what you... I know what you're going to choose. The clock. Are you sure you want the clock?
I want the clock.
You want the clock? This one right here?
Yes, I want the clock.
Alright, now you know the wallet's been over here the whole time?
Yes, it has.
This wallet. Do you know what it says in here?
What does it say?
It says you will choose the clock.
Okay. Yeah, but what about the other side?
This side. Oh, that's it. As I said, you will choose the clock. You will choose the clock. As I said, you will choose the clock. I said you will choose it. Why are you not listening? I said you'll choose the clock. Why are you not listening to me?
So does that mean I don't get the £10?
No, you don't.
Oh, okay. That's very good. I love that.
I love this trick.
I know you do, dude, and you did that performance really, really well.
Yeah.
Like, you immediately said that you're nicking this. This is going into your everyday carry.
Yeah.
The £10 note in there is your £10 note, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
you know, he's everything. Ryland wants to do this trick, and he wants to do it a lot. Let me ask you a few questions about it. So first of all, I don't really want to give away the method behind it, but this is a common method that's used in Magic, isn't it?
Yeah.
And one thing that David Regal does on the tutorial, which is an amazing tutorial, by the way, he goes through everything with a fine-tooth comb. One thing he does is he talks about
this is in Marvin,
the crediting.
The way it works is like a method, like it's in like a Marvin Magic Deluxe box.
Yeah, well, David Regal talks about how this method behind this has been used in so many different magic shop magic kits over the years. But what David's done is, I think he's made it more professional.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I've never seen it being used with 7 cards.
I've never seen it being used with 7 cards. And also the props are really nice.
Yeah,
How good is the wallet?
Yeah, it's amazing.
The wallet looks amazing. The pen that comes with it, that's got its own little thing that you put in there, just everything screams quality.
Pack small, play big.
Pack small, plays big. And immediately it's pretty much an instant reset, isn't it?
Yeah. All you need to do is like stack the cards up.
Put them back in the envelope, put it back in the
Yeah.
wallet, and you reset, ready to go again. You don't need to use the table. Obviously, the way Ryland performed it laid the cards out on the table. But if you were doing this walk around, you could actually have them pick a card or take. You could fan the cards and have them go back and forth with the pen. That's absolutely fine as well. So no table is required. It's an instant reset. It's not examinable at the end, but I don't think it's going to be the sort of thing that people want to examine.
They want to look at the thing like they want to look at the cards. Well, they can't really look at the cards either, but they can. They're probably the thing they're probably going to want to look at is the thing where it says you will choose. Like,
and they can.
If there's any NETRIX that's
exactly.
like switch the picture or anything. There's not or anything.
There's not. And when you deal with these sort of tricks where there is more than one outcome, and to be clear, excuse me, there is more than one outcome with this trick. There's normally a weaker outcome where you kind of go, oh, I hope they don't pick that, because that's quite a weak outcome compared to everything else. There's no weak outcome here, is there? It doesn't matter what they pick.
There is a really good one though, which is the one you pick, Clock.
The one that, yeah, your favourite is Clock. Actually, my favourite is when they pick the lightning bolts. And we don't want to say what happens when they pick the lightning bolt, but I love that when they pick the lightning bolt, and I just love the outcome that you get with that.
I think you really need to explain that to me. Why you like it so much.
Well, because they're holding that thing the whole time, and they don't realise they're doing this to tap, you know, and they're saying, you can say stop anywhere you want to, and they stop on the lightning bolts, and you just tell them to look at the thing that they've been using the whole time to tap the cards with, and it's like being in their hand from the beginning. That's a cool outcome, if you ask me. But I think the point is, there's no...
For me, like, the lightning is second best for me.
Second best, yeah.
The Clock second best for you.
So Clock's second best for me, but they're all good.
They're all good.
There's no one negative outcome. You did it on your mom the other, didn't you, when you were practicing it, and she loved it. And Sarah, you know, it's really hard to please Sarah. Trust me, I know. And she picked the eye, and that's a really cool outcome as well. I love the eye. The eye's really good. But they're all really good. Okay, so the point is, it's a self-working routine. Self-working?
Yeah.
So it allows you to focus completely on presentation. Very easy to do. You'll literally open up the box, spend 20 minutes watching the tutorial, and you'll be able to do it straight away. It takes up one pocket. It just fits into your pocket.
Like a normal wallet.
Like a normal wallet.
It's only this big.
Exactly. So, I mean, you could, if you wanted to, have this as part of your everyday carry if you wanted. I mean, you could literally...
that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have it as my everyday carry.
Because you could put some money in there and stuff, you know, it's just something you could carry around. Oh, you want to see a trick? Yeah, okay. But it also looks really nice, so if you bring it out of the gig or your residency or whatever, it would work really well. It's the sort of thing that you could do in a parlour show, and you can make a really big deal about it. You can do it virtually, you can do it close-up, you can do it in tables. Obviously, you can't repeat the trick to the same audience, but you wouldn't want to repeat the trick to the same audience. It's a really nice lead into a mentalism routine. So if you're wanting to do a series of mentalism routines, I quite like this as an opener because it's really quick. It's really, it's really direct as well. It's like, I've got a wallet, I've got an envelope, there's a whole bunch of pictures. I know what you're going to think. And boom, you show that you're right 100%. I love this. I think that everything about this screams quality. I think this is David Regal at his best.
You can do it on more than one person.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. If someone picked the question mark and the clock, That's a really good thing if you do it on 2 people.
Oh, yeah, you could you do it on 2 people?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, he doesn't talk about that, but there's...
Yeah, do you want me to tell you the reason why? Well, I'll whisper it, but do you want me to tell you the reason why?
Tell me off camera. I think I know what you're talking about. But yeah, okay, it's interesting that you say 2 people. That might have legs. I think there's a drawback doing it with 2 people, but I think if you could overcome that drawback, it's quite good. By the by, it's a very good set. I absolutely love this. He's got this one. I'm going to have to order another one for myself because he's not going to let me have it. I'm going to give this 100%. I think it's amazing. Typical Penguin quality. Typical David Regal quality. It's 100% from me. What are you giving it?
I'm going to give it 100%. I want this to be Trick of the Week.
Do you?
Yes.
Guys, mark this date in your calendar. Mark this date in your calendar because for the first time ever, there is a review show with an Alakazam trick on it, and there's another trick that's getting Trick of the Week. This is incredible. This is incredible. Peter Nardi will never let you down on his stand again. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I'm shocked. But I agree. I think this should be Trick of the Week. I think this is incredible. I think this is so good. So well thought out. That's why I'm ordering another one for myself. So yeah, 100%.
You're not ordering another one for myself. If you order one, I'll get the parcel and I'll run upstairs with it.
You've already got one. Don't be greedy. You don't need 2 of them. 100% from me, 100% from him. Let's move on with the next trick. Okay, so next up we have Net Multi Effects. This is Net Multi Effects, and this is by... Do you remember that trick that we had that we just couldn't get to work? The one where it was like that thing and you turn the handle and it just kept falling apart.
It's up there.
Is it up there? Didn't we throw it away? I thought we'd thrown it away. We need to throw that away. Yeah, I see it. I didn't realise. That thing.
The cinema thing.
Yeah, the cinema thing. It's by the same people. It's by the same people.
It drops the card out.
It's by the same people. So this is Net Multi Effect, and what this is
It's a terrible trick. That's what it is.
Ryland doesn't like this. I'm not too keen on it either. Basically, what this is a see-through net.
No, it's a stupid trick.
I know. Let me tell them what it is. It's a see-through net that looks like it's a change bag, right? It looks like it's kind of got an old-style change bag. And the whole idea is that you can use it to make 4 coins appear. So, in a kid's show, you can actually show this net and you can pull coins out from behind their ear and make them appear. That's basically what it is. Now, the net has the ability to make 4 coins appear all at once or to make them appear one by one. So you can make them appear one by one or you can make them appear all at once. Now, we'll talk about in a minute the issues because there are several issues. But first of all, the tutorial for this is...
Should I go over there and see it?
No, because we've already done the performance. So the tutorial for this is done silently. It's done to music. It's like a 20-minute tutorial. It first of all explains how this thing works and how you actually prep it and how you make it work. And then after that, it goes through a few different routines. To be honest, the routines are substandard. There's no live performance. They very briefly explain what the trick is all about. Because the big selling point here is this is a multi-effect net. But all the effects that they actually include on the tutorial are kind of terrible because they do this one where you show 4 coins and you drop them in the net. You take one, you put it in your pocket and it jumps back into the net. You take one, put it in your pocket, it jumps back into the net, which is all right. It's okay, but it's kind of not really that. There's a mentalism routine, which is terrible, where you have 4 people give you coins and you put the 4 coins in here, but as you do, you're switching them for 4 other coins and you've predicted how much the total would be. But it's very convoluted. The only thing that I watched and I thought had merit is he had the idea of having a signed coin and dropping it in the net, and as he does, he switches it for another coin, and ends up with the coin in palm, which is nice. But the problem with that is, why are you doing a net? Why you want to switch a signed coin for another coin? Just use a shuttle pass. Use some sort of really simple sleight of hand. Why are you? This is like the equivalent of fixing hammering a nail into the wall with a pneumatic drill. It's just complete and total overkill. So all of the tricks that they suggest in the multi-trick, multi-effect net project are really kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel. But that's not the main problem. The main problem is that this thing is incredibly difficult to work. Me and Ryland have been spending a week trying to. We've spent about the best part of a week trying to make this work reliably.
And we still can't.
No, it's not reliable, and we've spent so much time on it. Like both him and I
Look, do you
have
want me
spent
to do it like
so
first
much.
try and
No, you don't have to because we've got a tutorial. I'm going to show. We've got a performance. I'm going to show them in a second. I know that you hate this trick so much that you want to show them again how terrible it is. But we've got a performance. I'm going to show you the performance. So have a look at this performance because I want you to. I'm going to play you a few of the failed attempts before we actually got to a moment where this actually worked. Because the problem is, it is almost impossible, or at least it's almost impossible for me and him, after a week's practice, it's almost impossible to make one coin reliably appear each time. It's very sensitive, and normally you end up dropping 2 or 3 coins at a time, or sometimes you don't drop any, or sometimes you drop all 4. It's very unreliable. So when you've got routines that are, you know, the routines they're talking about, where it's like, okay, drop 1 coin, it's very difficult to reliably drop 1 coin because of how this thing's made.
She's going to drop more than 1.
And we've tried over and over again. It took us probably about 15 attempts to actually get a performance for this thing that actually worked and worked well. Let me do a let me play you the performance, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Right, I've got this like fishing net here.
Okay, yeah, I see that. Yeah.
It's the sort of net you catch fish with, but instead of fish, I catch invisible coins.
Are you
It makes
joking?
them invisible. Look, I got the first one here. There's the first one.
Whoa! There's a coin in there.
Look, there.
That is incredible.
So I can get a second one here.
Really?
Right. Ooh, I got 2.
2.
Yeah, pretty impressive.
That's nicely covered there. Well done, Ryland. Yeah, you got 2.
I get the third one.
Can I do the last one?
Like this.
Oh, sorry, I thought.
Let's see.
Do you reckon that's good enough? I mean, he had 2 come at 1 point. We can talk about how.
We'll try it again. We can try it again.
We'll try keep it filming, and we'll try it one more time.
Right, okay. I have like a fishing net here.
Yes, but we're not anywhere near where there would be fish.
Fish there. Floating fish.
Okay, floating fish.
No, instead of floating fish, we'll put floating coins and make them invisible like this.
What? You got 2.
Yeah.
You got 2 coins. Not 1 coin. You got 2
No,
coins.
I know. That's
Did you mean to do that, or was that a mistake?
Yeah, I meant to do that.
You meant to do it.
I can get another 2.
Okay, we can't pull that one.
Just go with the first one.
Just hang on, keep
all night.
it going one more time. Just keep it filming.
God. Okay.
It's all tangled in a knot.
I know. What the bloody Nora? Stupid thing. Okay, watch me. Your dad will show you how it's done. Now you ready? Watch. I've got an invisible net. Well, it's not an invisible net. It's a real net, and it can catch invisible coins. Watch. If I just reach and take an invisible coin and throw it up in the air. I got one. No, I got 1. But look, if I take another one, I go. Oh. I'm trying again. Oh, look, it's still stuck in there. Hang on. Right, okay. Let your dad show you how it's done. Watch. I've got a net here, right, Ryland?
Yeah.
It doesn't catch fish, it catches invisible coins. Watch, if I reach in the air and take an invisible coin and do...
Yeah, what do you get?
Hang on, let me try that again. Take an invisible coin, throw it in the air and do... You take an invisible coin, you... What the hell? It's just...
Right, my turn. My turn.
One's stuck in there. Actually stuck. Look out.
You got it under the flipping thing. Ready? I have a fishing net here,
I see this.
but it's not a fishing net. It makes invisible coins visible.
Really?
Like this. You grab the first one.
Oh yeah, well done.
Yeah, it's not
No.
yet. Wait. Oh no. What's that?
Got a net. It's going to catch invisible coins. Watch. There's a coin. Throw it in. Becomes visible. There's the first one. Boom, shakala. Take the second one. Throw it up in the air. Boom. Coin number 2. This is how we roll. Coin number 3. You throw it up in the air. That's 3. And the final one. Look, you throw it up in the air. Catch it in the air. That's 4 coins. That's how it's done. And I'm the man.
You wouldn't say that. You
Are you going with that recording?
Yeah, I think I am.
Unless I do this, we go with that. I have a net here that catches invisible coins and make them visible.
Mm-hmm.
I have to make the first one appear. Wait, hang on, wait for it.
I'm waiting.
There, the first one.
Hey, 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 there it is. It's a coin.
But we can get the second one. There. Oh,
Well,
we
you got two at
Yeah,
the
we
same
got two,
time
we
there.
got
That's
two. Wait, the
impressive.
last one. There it is.
Boom! All 4 coins inside the net. Almost as good as me.
Right, I have a fishing net here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now it catches invisible coins and make them visible.
I don't believe you.
Look, we get the first one. Wait for it. Takes a while.
Well,
Once it's gone in the net, you got to wait for it to turn visible.
All I see is a net shaking. Yeah, that's great, right?
What's wrong with it? I don't know what's wrong. I have an invisible net here.
Mm-hmm.
It catches coins and makes them visible.
Really, I've never seen that before.
It catches invisible coins and makes them visible.
I don't believe
look.
you.
We get the first one, throw it up high. Look, we got three.
You got 4 there.
Four,
Right,
yeah.
that was the deal.
Just
We're
go
done.
with the one you've got, please.
We're going with mine. We're going with mine.
Okay, so that's basically what happened when we tried to get a performance of this thing. It is so ridiculous. Now, Ryland has set this up, despite me telling him not to. He's set this up so that in a second, not yet, in a second he's going to attempt to do it. He feels confident
I'm not gonna
that
be
he
able
can
to.
do it right now for you live. I'm not too sure whether he can or not. But before he does that, let me just explain something to you. This thing is designed so that you can make all 4 appear at once, or you can make them appear one at a time.
Which won't work?
That doesn't really work. If you're wanting a 4 coin production, that's reliable.
Yes.
Making 4 coins appear, that's reliable. There's issues with that, which we'll talk about in a second, but the 1 coin appearance, despite how much practice you put in, it's ropey at best. And we're going to show this to you. So Ryland, go for it.
Okay, I'm going to try to do it first try.
Okay, come on then, make a coin appear.
First coin. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh.
And there they go, all of them at the same time. And there's the problem. Put it over there. We'll finish off this thing. Now, even if... Seriously, right, just leave them there. Please, just leave them there. I know if you take those coins, you're just going to fiddle. Right, okay. I know him so well. It's almost like I'm his dad or something. Right,
Oh.
exactly. Now, here's the thing. Despite... Right, as well as all of those problems, the other issue is... It ain't all that. Let's say it worked perfectly every single time, and it wasn't...
Which it doesn't.
And it wasn't full of problems like it is. Even in that case, I mean, all you're doing is you're making 4 coins appear. That's it. I mean, with basic sleight of hand, you can do the same thing. Like, for example, thank you for giving me the coins. You know, for a kid, you know, reach behind your ear, take a coin, squeeze, make it turn real. Look, that's coin number 1. I'm going to take a coin from behind your ear. I'm going to do that. That's coin number 2. Look at that. That's 2 coins that I've made appear. Let me make this one appear right over there. That's coin number 3. Let me make another coin appear over there. That's coin number 4. Look at that. I mean, that's not very difficult. And that's basically what you just have there. So you, with just a finger palm and access to NETRIX for £14.99 a month, you could learn how to do that simple appearance without needing to have a big net around with you. And if you like the idea of holding a receptacle in order to
Where would you
make...
put this flipping thing?
Exactly. I mean, if you like the idea of making coins appear in a receptacle that you're, you know, maybe because you like the visual appearance of it or something, then why not just go for a typical miser's dream? Grab a bucket, make coins appear, throw them in the bucket, and you know,
Which is
go
a
and
lot better
study
because there's no
routines from people like Chris Capehart or people like, you know, Scott Alexander or Jeff McBride or people like that absolutely have mastered the... you know, the miser's dream. But if you want to make coins appear on stage, use a miser's dream. That audible moments of hearing the coin clink is so much better than just having a net where people can't really see what's going on. And that's if the net was perfect and worked every single time, which it doesn't. It's absolutely ropey at best. This is not a very good prop. I would not recommend it. Quality control is down the toilet.
Yes.
And it's not even that great a trick anyway. No, I'm going to give it 0%. It's not fit for purpose, and it doesn't work.
-10.
-10% from Ryland, 0% from me. buyer beware, learnermise the stream instead.
Yeah.
So next up we have Memories, and this is by Alakazam Magic, and this is by Nikolas Mavresis. Nikolas Mavresis, in my opinion, is one of my favourite creators in Magic. Nikolas Mavresis is amazing. I'm currently putting together a Nikolas Mavresis review show special. It's something I've been putting together for a while. Nikolas is amazing. This was debuted at Blackpool. I watched Nikolas do this. I was blown away. It was the hit of his lecture. And Alakazam have now brought it out. What it is basically is a way of doing a drawing duplication without needing a peak wallet or a peak device. There are lots of items on the market that have effects based around photos, like Snaps by David Jonathan, the Gallery by Alakazam. There's a whole bunch of them. This is a totally different concept. What this allows you to do is have a little box that looks like it's just a box or a collection of photos. It allows you to have these photos, which are just beautiful. They look like they're just aged on the back. But what it allows you to do is very simply have somebody pick any one of these, and you can do a drawing duplication. You can literally draw what it is that they're thinking of.
Why don't we show them?
Why don't you do a performance?
Yes.
Yeah, there's three different ways of doing this on the project, plus there's a lot of other ways that you can apply this.
I'm going to do 2.
You're going to do 2. You're going to combine it into a 2-phase routine. So let's have a look at that right now.
I've got this like box of my memories. Like I found this on holiday, like in a shop. Like from renowned photographer Nikolas Mavresis.
Okay.
Okay.
What is it?
Just like lots of different photos. Like you've got a dog, a door, you've got a fireplace, you've got a lighthouse, a piano. You've got loads of different things here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Loads of different.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what I'm gonna get you to do is I'm gonna give these a mix here.
Okay. Okay.
There. Okay. And I'm just gonna spread them and give them a cut.
Okay.
We'll go for here. We'll cut them there.
Okay.
Okay. What I'm gonna get you to do is I'm gonna spread them out here.
Okay.
I'm gonna get you to choose one.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just point at it.
I'm going to go for that one right now.
This one. Now, are you sure you want this one?
Yeah, I want that one.
Now, I've got this like I've got a Sharpie and these pieces of paper here.
Okay.
I'm gonna try draw what you've got. I want you to look at it. Look at it. I'm gonna read your mind. Okay.
Okay.
You got it?
I've got it. Yeah. Okay.
There, I think I've got this.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. What is it?
It's a picture of television.
It's like a box shape, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Okay.
So about
okay.
shapes here.
Yeah. I'll give you that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna put that there, so you don't pick it again.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get you to cut these.
Okay.
Okay. Cut
Alright.
these over and over again. Many times as you want.
As many times as I want. Okay.
Yeah. I want you to look at the bottom one. Okay.
Okay. Don't look.
I'm not. Look at the bottom one. Take it and put it down on the table. Well, look at it first, obviously. You can show the camera.
Okay. I'll show the camera. There you go.
You got it?
Yes, I
Down,
have.
face down.
Yeah. I'm going to put it away inside the box so you can't see it completely. Okay.
Okay. So you could have chose any one of these.
Yes.
Anyone.
Yeah. Anyone. Yeah.
Anyone.
Yeah. Anyone. Yes.
That's all. I'm gonna draw it again. Look, first you had a box, and this time you're gonna. I think I know what you're gonna go for.
Really?
I think. Hang on. Let me think about this.
There's no way you're going to get this. You were turned back the whole time. It's inside the box. No way.
Right, I got this. No, not that. Sure about that. Not that. We'll go for this. Was it a star?
Shall I show you?
Yeah, I think you should.
It was indeed a star. Well done, buddy. Good job. So that was a great performance, Ryan. Let me ask you a few questions about that. First of all, how easy is this?
kind of easy.
It's not that difficult, is it?
Not that difficult.
It's not that difficult. If you work with an ESP deck, then you're already kind of going to know roughly what you need to know in order to be able to do this, but it looks
1, 2,
nothing,
3, 4.
4 or 5, yeah, but it looks nothing like an ESP deck. The actual method behind this and the way that this is actually put together is
It's
genius. It means that there's no memory work really, is there? It's not like you have to memorize all of these photos or anything like that. They can literally, and this is literally.
I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna tell you what shape it is. This shape is a circle.
With a circle inside, boom, there it is. So it allows you very, very easily, and there's a couple of features to this which is amazing. First of all, these cards are marked, and they are marked in such a way that it is incredibly easy to see the markings. Like, it is incredibly easy to see the markings, but it doesn't look like the mark because they just look like aged cards that couldn't possibly be marked, and yet they are marked in a very clear way. They're also stacked in a very clever way as well. So if you have somebody cut the cards a couple of times and look at the bottom card, we know that, well, actually, let's cut it again. So you look at the bottom card, you immediately, yeah, okay, there we go.
The cards.
Get it off, I'm playing.
Take the bottom one. Take the bottom one without me looking.
Okay, you took the bottom one.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay, pass me the pack. Right, I'm gonna guess what your thing is. It's a heart.
It is indeed a heart. There it is. Look at that. It's a heart. So it's stacked in a very clever way. But the key thing is you don't need memory work. And it's a different outcome every single time, isn't it? If you're doing repeat tables and you're doing this on every single table, it's a different outcome. They'll get a different thing every single time. There's a nice 2-person routine on there as well. It looks really good. Peter Nardi starts the tutorial by giving a very clear explanation of what the cards are all about and the methods behind it, and he explains how to set everything up, and he goes through everything with a fine-tooth comb. And then after that, you have Nikolas, who does some live performances, so you can see what the routines look like performed to real people. And the big advantage of this is the sort of thing that you can take around with you. You can do it. It doesn't take up much pocket space. It's literally just that. That's all it is. But what it allows you to do is do multiple drawing duplications without needing a peak device or without needing to have to peak anything. You can literally just have somebody think of something and you do the drawing dupe. It's great. It's really good. It looks like a very organic object. I have to be honest. I'm not a drawing duplication kind of guy.
I am.
It's not. I know you are. And I know you do a lot of this sort of
What's
stuff.
really weird is I'm doing the 3 tricks.
I know you are.
I'm doing 3 tricks and you're doing 1.
I don't think I do this very often,
That's
if at
why
all.
I'm having it.
I know you're having it. It doesn't mean that I don't think it's good. I think it's absolutely brilliant.
And that's
I think
why
the methodology,
79%.
the methodology behind it is genius. The tutorial is great. I think that people, and it's self-working, pretty much. It's self-working. People are going to get so much out of this. It's just that I'm not a drawing duplication kind of guy, which is why I'm going to give it 79%.
Hang on, don't say it. Oh, you've already said it.
Sorry. Because I'm not going to do it. So if I'm not going to do it, it gets 79%. It's the highest grade we can give to something that I'm not going to do. But I still think it's really good and I highly recommend it. It's just not the sort of thing that I would do in my act because I don't do drawing duplications in my act.
And you already know what I'm going to give it.
Well, tell them what you're going to give it, and more importantly, tell them why you're going to give it them.
120 British Alakazam.
Yeah, but I mean...
And it's a really good trick.
Do you really like it? Are you going to use it? Because you do. I've watched him gig a lot. And you do a lot of drawing dupes.
Yes.
Is this going to replace all of those or become part of some drawing dupe sets? You're going to
replace them.
Okay. Right. You obviously love it then. So 120% from Ryland.
I'll tell you why I'm not getting you to say 70%, but
why?
It's 79, but you already said it.
Yeah, 79% from me.
So I knew you were going to say it because obviously you love it, but you're not going to do it. I was going to get the Sharpie, get the paper, and go.
You were going to predict.
Say it, and I go, boom!
Well, I'm very sorry I wasn't able to allow you to do that. I'm very sorry. 79% from me, 120% from Ryland. It's a really good trick. Let's look at the final routine. Okay, so the final routine we're looking at today is Melty by Jordan Victoria and Gentleman's Magic. And this is, if you've ever seen the Alakazam trick where you put a Sharpie through a card, which I think is absolutely brilliant and I do all the time, this is similar The only difference is you're putting a lighter through a card instead. So instead of putting a Sharpie through a card, you're putting a lighter through a card. Now you can get these in
I
red.
can do this easily.
You can get these in red and blue, and it's a very easy trick to do. Basically, it's one single gaffed card. Yep, there you go. You can get them in red and blue. It's one single gaffed card that you add to a deck at the top. It allows you to have any card picked, signed, do this routine, and then you can immediately take the give them the card back, the signed card back, and you're left with a regular deck. You just take the jokers out and get rid of that gaffed card, and you're left with a regular deck. So why would you want to use this instead of a Sharpie? Well, I mean, it's horses for courses. It's basically the same routine. The card is as well made as a Sharpie through card. It is very well made. The gaff looks incredible. Both the red card and the blue card gaff looks incredible. The only reason you'd want to use this is if you're using lighters for something else and you want to incorporate this into the routine.
Yeah, there is another thing that we've got for lighters. Like
the gaff deck project with the gaffed lighter project with Adam Wilbur.
Yes.
If you were doing, if you were doing
like,
the gaff,
just like that's my favourite part where you just stretch it.
Yeah, so if you're going to do the gaff lighter project by Adam Wilbur, then this is something that you might want to incorporate into this. So you can do the gaff lighter project. You can do some of the routines off there. Then you can bring a deck of cards in, do the penetration with the lighter, put the lighter away, and you're left with a regular deck to do whatever. So it's a nice way of transitioning from one thing to another.
You can just palm.
Yeah, you can just. You don't need to palm the card away because there's one gaffed card. What you could do is say, well, let's do a card trick now. I'm going to take out the jokers, and as you pretend to take out the jokers, you just take out the gaffed card. Yeah, so you take out apparently the two jokers, but you just take the gaffed card and the joker out.
One card and the joker.
So you don't need to.
You already took the other joker out.
Exactly. So you can get rid of the gaff card that way, which is a
Just put the cards first.
classic way of actually getting rid of a gaff from a deck. But yeah, I'm going to do a performance of it so you can see exactly what it looks like. Let's have a look at this performance right now. Okay, right, I'm going to show you something with a pack of playing cards, and I'm going to show you an illusion using a pack of playing cards, a Sharpie, and a lighter. I want to ask you a question. Hold out both hands, palm up and flat, separately to each other. I'm going to put the pack of cards here. I'm going to put the lighter here. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Hold your hands like that. Which one's heavier?
Probably this.
Yeah, do you know why it's heavier?
Why?
Because that's a little lighter. It's a little lighter. Little lighter. It's a funny joke. Whatever. You're just not a fan of my comedy, are you? Right, okay. Well, we'll do a trick anyway. So I'm going to get you to pick a card. Now it's a free choice of any card, but I'm going to spread them out face down, because if I spread them face up, you'll take an ace. And I've literally had enough with my ace tricks being ruined by you.
Right, let's go for the ace. I think the ace. No, I don't know. I'm just going to go for this card.
Which one there?
No, this one.
That one there. It better not be an ace. Good,
oh,
right.
No.
Sad times.
No.
Write your name on there, big letters.
No. Okay, it's got some white space.
It has got some white space. You see, it doesn't always have to be an ace. Nice. Thank you very much.
And I'm going to put like a signature.
Oh, you're going to put a signature? What? Writing Ryland isn't good enough. So now we get a smiley face. Obviously not me, because it's got hair, but it's messy hair, so it's probably you. Anyway, your signature messy hair. I've also got a lighter.
Don't you dare burn that card.
I'm not. I'm just going to warm it up a bit. See, what I have to do is I have to soften it up a little. It's very important for this trick to work that I soften it up slightly. The heat, what it's doing is it's causing it to go a little bit softer, which means that if I do this just right, I should be able to take that lighter, and I don't know if you can see that, I'm actually pushing it right through the card. Now you're probably wondering how that works. Well, the whole thing is an illusion. If I take it out, you can see there's no hole in the card, and there's no hole, and the reason there's no hole is because it was all an illusion. How cool is that?
Cool.
So for me, Ryland, this ticks all the boxes. 1, it's easy to do.
Yeah.
2, it's very visual. 3, it's different to your normal card trick, which makes it a great opener when you're doing card magic. 4, I like the premise of using a lighter to soften up the card and then put the lighter through.
Yeah.
5, there's not really any angles restrictions, as long as people are looking from above or from the sides or from the front, you're okay. And everything's examinable at the end. It uses a signed card that they can keep, and it's incredibly visual. It looks really good. I really like it.
And don't say the percentage.
Don't say the percentage.
Okay, no. I'm going to try
Right. There's no way you're going to get this. There's no way, because With the 79%, it was obvious because whenever I'm not going to do something but I like it, I'm going to give it 79%. There's no way. You're not going to get this. You're going to embarrass yourself in front of everyone on Magic TV. You're embarrassing yourself right now. That's what's happening. Ryland is embarrassing himself right now, and I'm going to be laughing when you're there, really upset because everyone's saying Ryland's rubbish at predictions. And I'm not going to defend you. I normally defend you. I'm not going to defend you.
I'm ready for this.
I'm giving this 95% because...
That was very fast, bro. This is how you do a throw. You sprint at the ball and you go, yeet, look at all the way over there. Hit the wall.
What are you giving it, Ryland?
Why don't you try to predict it?
Don't know. Okay.
I'm going to give this on 79%. 79%. So I can't use lighters.
Oh, you can't use lighters, can you?
You're stupid.
Oh my god! Yeah, well, I never thought about that, did I? I never thought about that. I was just like thinking, well, he's going to really like this. So you'd stick with the Sharpie 3 card, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. 79% from Ryland. Hang on, I meant 79. That was 9 is 7.
No. You're wrong. You're wrong and you can't say. I hit the ceiling.
You did. I love this. I can use lighters, and I am going to use this. I think this is great. I'm going to give it 95%. Ryland's giving it 79%. If you're looking for something really cool, that's really quick and visual, and maybe you alternate between putting a Sharpie through or a lighter through, or maybe you routine it. So first of all, you put a Sharpie through, and then you put a lighter through. Or, I don't know. There's lots of different options, but I would highly recommend this. It is really good and very well made.
And that's another review show in the back. That's another review show in the back. That's another review show.
Get on with it.
In the...
Come on. Got things to do. Take your time. Get on with it. Thank you. It is another review show in the bag. God, he's annoying today. Guys, thank you so much for joining. What is up with you? You've been having lots of E numbers today or something.
No, I think you have.
Have I? Right, okay. That's another review show.
I'm annoying.
You are annoying.
I know you are.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us right here on the Craig and Ryland review show. Next week, there's a very good chance it's going to be the Craig and Thea review show. So Ryland might be bumped next week because he is so annoying. Don't forget, if you want to follow him on Instagram, please do so. He's on pretty much over 3,000 followers now. If you want to see, he puts on Instagram a lot of the tricks that we actually review before we review them, so go check that out. Also, don't forget, you want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. And if you would like to join the NETRIX, then you can do so right now by going to www.thenetrix.com and checking out everything that we've got up there. There's a lot of exciting content. Try that for a month and see what you think. I'm going to be back again tomorrow with 3 videos, one at 2, one at 6, one at 9. I'll see you again. Thanks very much for watching. My name's Craig from Magic TV. You are... I was doing the normal wrap-up that I do. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll do it better. I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
We'll see you again. Take care. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. And you usually go like that.
I'm sorry. Shall I do that as well?
Yes.
Shall I do that? It's been a long day, right? It's been a very long day. Right.